Hey guys, got a new channel. It's called Politics with Melissa. I'm going to be starting that one, and I think it would be fun to talk about a lot of stuff over there. But meanwhile, I will have some stuff here on my main channel. So I am just watching with unbelievable stuff in our government with the attempted assassination of Trump. And I am watching Secret Service up there being investigated, and I cannot believe my ears. I'm just like, you got to be kidding me. The word salads, Ronald Rowe, he needs to go. So do the other people. All the people on that team who are responsible need to go. They need to be fired. This is unbelievable. Nobody had a plan to secure that building, the rooftop, because one, it was sloped, two, it was too hot. What the heck, right? So we're seeing a lot of just contradicting information. We're seeing, that, the blame game, pass the buck is going on. Common sense wasn't there. This guy had a gun, and there's like, they said he was, not even, he was suspicious, not even a threat. Give me a break. You cannot even go to the airlines with a bottle of water without them saying, hey, your water has to go, right? It's just unbelievable to me. And then to say they need more money, and then they're saying they're walkie-talkies really were not linked with really good communication. This is all stuff that they knew. This to me is more than being incompetent. And we just heard Rowe say there's no such thing as them being incompetent. Do you know how infuriating that is to hear somebody not really take accountability in our government? It's totally infuriating. And he needs to admit, yeah, we were not only incompetent, but definitely a cover-up. Definitely. Inside job. There's no way these people don't know this stuff. And then we heard one of the snipers left. What did he do? Go get a piece of pizza? I listen a lot to the comment section, and just about everyone in that comment section is, we are not taking this BS. We are not taking it. If Trump would have died, what would have happened? They missed. They missed, basically. They didn't get him. So, my concern now is, I really like Kennedy. He tells it the way it is. I like Teddy. He tells it the way it is. There was another guy in there. I didn't catch his name. He was really going off on Rowe. The guy, Rowe, is laughing a couple times. Just kidding, he says. Then he says the sunshine is our biggest disinfectant. People are like, what kind of word salad is this? And then he says he thinks it's a fault of the of our lack of imagination. Like, we never would have imagined somebody would have really done this. What is he talking about? We have a threat from Iran. We have people all the time taking shots at presidents. This guy, even if he's new coming on, he is not equipped to be the head of that organization. And then we see the senator talking about guns, how we have too many guns here. It's never the gun. It's always the person. It is never the gun. So I just cannot believe the lack of leadership in our country. I just cannot believe it. The buck always stops with dad. Okay, let's start right there. When you run a home, who is responsible for everything? Dad is. Every little thing he is responsible for. So where my husband has filed for divorce, he has failed. He has totally failed his job, and he is fired. He's totally failed. If he was somebody who would have worked at things and taken responsibility and been like, you know what, it's my fault that I, didn't do anything when Mike wanted to sell. It's my fault I did not address the mold in the home. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. I am not only sorry in word, but in deed, and I will fix it. That is a whole different scenario than somebody who just plays the blame game like my husband. So when I was being brought up, My father was the head of the home. Anything that happened, he was totally responsible for it. He had a strong leadership in that home. And that we don't even have a country right now who has a strong leadership. We don't even know where, who is to blame in this organization. And it is sickening, the lack of leadership. And until we can get it right, in the homes, get it right on the lower level, keep it simple, we are not going to be a strong country until we have men who are strong leaders willing to serve. I'm looking forward to Trump. I'm looking forward to J.D. Vance being the next president and vice president. And this whole crap with the cover-up is just BS. It's BS all the way, and we need a strong leadership. And, let's look at what other people in other countries must think of us. I was talking to someone yesterday about this, and, their women are not even allowed to, drive. Their women are not allowed to do anything in some of these countries. And we have a tiny woman protecting our president. Now Trump has some people around him, some red-blooded men, and that's what we need. So until we get this right, the foundational stuff about how leadership is men are the ones who are supposed to be leading, we are never going to have our country right. Never. And they have to be good men who are leading our country. They can't just be a smojo like Biden. All right? So we need some strong people in there, and we need some strong women. Nancy Mace, I've kind of been like, I really don't like her stand with abortion. Not at all. But she did drill Kim Cheadle. Kim Cheadle. I keep getting her name off. Yeah, she drilled her. She drilled her hard. And there were a couple other women who did too. And, we need these type of women running the show under the leadership of the men. So there is a place for women to definitely lead, but we need a man running the country. I am not for a woman president. I am just not. Not because I don't feel that... Not that I don't feel a woman can't do her job as in a job, but as in someone who's running the country. The very fact you're going to see, not just okay, let me say this differently. A woman like Nancy Mace or someone else could run the country better than Joe Biden. No question about it. So I'm not being sexist in that sense. Joe Biden is a loser. Kamala Harris, she is not capable as a woman, okay? And that's based on her character, not because she's a woman. But we want, ideally, a strong man like Trump or Vance running the country, and then a strong woman under them helping them along with input, influence, etc., and helping them with some of the work. But we do not want a woman president, no matter how strong she is, because other countries, I think they just see a woman and think, I can take advantage of her. I know this sounds old school, but if we go back to the garden, it was Satan who tempted the woman, not the man. So I really feel like we need some Christian biblical standards in the White House. And, until we get that, until we get things right at home, we are never going to have a strong country. So out with the swamp, out with the Democrats, Kamala needs to go. So that's my take. I will be doing more stuff on my new channel. I will be talking about a lot of things and trying to get that going. I have a bunch of new channels, everything from cleaning to organizing to reading and writing to homeschooling. I broke down. I did some videos on history last night. I'll be talking about that. So just helping families be really strong, and that is our number one priority, is strong families. And if we can get the strong families, we will have a strong country. Okay, thanks for joining me, guys.